So welcome back. I had a lot of questions this week about being able to do caps. The number one problem with caps is that they don't fit in the traditional plotter or vector laser because the device moves physically from left to right and the cap itself would get in the way. Here our process is just we're going to test a bunch of caps that a client brought in, and they're all different materials or slightly different temperatures or settings that we need to use. In this case we just did it twice. On the computer we put the outline of the beacon, and then we lay in this case the website down for this particular job or this logo. What we do is just simply clamp it down, and then we use the F1 button to shine the red visual laser down. And this is not a production method. This is just proving to you how quick and easy it is to learn the laser and to manipulate it or to do samples without a huge investment of time or complication. So by seeing what you're going to shoot before you actually shoot it with a laser saves a lot of time. You can register it, and you don't have to create any special tools or jigs to be able to do it. Now in production we do have jigs, and you'll see that towards the end of this video. And once that's done, we press the F1 button, and in literally 2 seconds we etched the logo or the .com into this cap, and we're just setting up another one immediately to follow. Press F1, turn on the red laser, line it up so it's on the right angle the way they want, and it's spelling it out. It's just a bit hard to see in the video maybe. And press spacebar to stop the red light, F1 to shoot the laser, and we know that that works in that setting. We just tested the setting and created it. So previously, just a minute ago, we did a larger logo. Here we've done a black cap. It's a different material, same logo. And I just want to show again how easy it is. In this case we're using basically a hardware store clamp to hold the cap, and by seeing where we are with the laser it's easy to register it, shoot it, pull it off, and do the next one. If you have a stopwatch it's almost too quick to time because it's under 2 seconds to do that. So imagine if you're charging $1.75, which might be the going rate basically for any sort of volume of caps, probably higher if you're just going to do one up. But if you have a setting where it's profitable to do very small numbers, then that's the way to do it. So in a matter of minutes we did multiple beige caps and multiple black ones, and like I said, they're different materials, so we're experimenting and we're just trying to adjust the settings. This one here is an ultra suede, and it's a stock cap that already has the golfer debossed as a finished product in China, and what they want to do is see if we can use the laser to mark the suede part of the cap, and this test is going to determine how deep we want to go. So our laser is adjusted at this moment to shoot horizontally and then vertically, so it's passing it by twice, and we're getting a much deeper etch, and you'll see in just a second we're going to adjust it, or the client's going to say, hey, make the logo larger. So it takes just again, everything takes a few seconds when you know what to do, and that's why we made the laser so easy, because the embroidery related type software made it so complicated. You have to be a digitizer to get with the program, and here you don't have to be a digitizer to use the laser at all. So shot down in red laser the area, and then we turned down the laser intensity, and we came up with a much lighter logo to more closely match the golfer that's there. It's the first time we've ever done it, and you can see there's nothing you can really go wrong or wreck. We took a $1.50 cap and started testing on it to see what we can use. This is important because the back of the cap is another place to mark it, and you need some sort of a jig to get that set up and done right. Here we're going to place it in, and it holds the cap down. Again, a vector laser or a plotter laser, a tabletop, whatever you call it, you can never get all that cap in there because it would bump into the stuff that's sticking up. And here we just create a relative flat surface, and we can fire away with the laser, and there's no big deal to focus our laser a bit higher, a bit lower. It works very well in a different height range. Other lasers are extremely sensitive to the height adjustment because they're shooting from such a great angle that it becomes difficult to capture exactly the same spot you want to fire, because the item is lifted up at the NGL that's thought out, so it's not so difficult. So this went back one direction and then went back and forth a couple times to create the inside and the outside line, and it's essentially done. It's a bit more fill, so obviously it took a few more seconds longer. And there we go, that's done. So lasering etching is removing the pigmentation or scorching or vaporizing some of the top surface layer to be able to get that logo. So one more time, I'm going to just do this if you count it out. Put the cap in, it's basically 1 second, second to register it, third second, fourth second, fifth second, 6 seconds, 7 seconds, and in 7 seconds I've aligned myself with the cap and I can put it in the jig, and then you saw before it's just another couple of seconds to zoom in or etch that into the cap. So it's a fast process. If you're going to go into production, which this is not a video of production, we have other ways of doing it, but we show you in person rather than put everything on the web for our competitors to see how we do it. But we do use a jig system that makes it pretty easy. One person's jigging the caps and the other person is firing away, controlling the laser. And that's as simple as it is. Our ideas come from the fact that our customers begged us for solutions and we were unable to get our suppliers to make those changes. This is the client who's wearing the cap, and we did it 3 spots. It's a sports logo for a TV channel up in Canada, and that's what it looks like. There's the software program, and we selected the whole area. Significantly simpler to do with the NGL software because we don't have to digitize every letter and put in the laser pattern. That's done automatically, and we can rotate and change that with a click of a key. That doesn't exist with the Italian lasers to this date. It might change after they watch all these YouTube videos. So that's it. A couple seconds and the whole thing is done. Pull it off and we are in business. So if you have any questions or have any concerns, give us a call. If you need us to try something out, it's not difficult for us to do. If you own the laser, it's so fast for you to try and experiment new things without any grief or without any issue. I'll do it one more time just to prove a point. Lay the cap down, get it roughly centered and registered, then pull the clip down to hold it into place. Just make sure that it's square one more time, and then you basically got the cap clamped and pretty much flat. There's a couple other little secrets I didn't show in this video. Like I said, I don't want to put everything for public knowledge. It's a bit of know-how that we share with you when we install the laser or do the on-site training. The red laser is super handy. Press F2 and you fire away and you've got your etching completed. And that's it. So check us out at permabosslaser.com and ask us any questions you might have. Thanks a lot.